Okay, I am here to give you a full review of the LOVEVOOK Backpack. I got this exact one twice for my incoming kindergartner and my incoming second grader, and they are both absolutely thrilled with this backpack. I'm going to walk you through some of the best features about it, why they love it, why I love it, and why it may or may not be a good choice for you. Okay, the first thing I want to highlight is the fun little doodads that it comes with. While I know that it's not necessarily something you may care about because it's not adding any practicality, I wanted my kids to love their backpack. And some of the backpacks out there, if you know, you know, they're really expensive. The other runner-up to this that my kid wanted was $150. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good on that. I have a kindergartner. I don't have a high schooler. Even if I did have a high schooler, I'm good on $150. This is a really nicely priced backpack that does have some of those fun features so that you can talk your kids into getting the less expensive options. So it has this cute little keychain here, little puff ball, you know, a little heart. I think this is, I don't even know what these are. Little like bunny girl. Listen, this thing's nothing fancy. It's a little cheapy doodad, but it made my kids really happy. And then it also came with these like animal pins that they were able to put on. It actually came with 4, but my kiddo didn't want the one on there. I don't know why. So we stuck with these 3. Took me just seconds to get this onto this little mesh area here, and my kiddo is stoked about it. Okay, now that we're over what the kids are gonna love about it, let's talk about what I love about it from a parent perspective. Okay, so first there are 2 pockets for water bottles. Do I need 2? No. We only need 1. We're only sending 1 water bottle a day. But I do have for my kids some of those taller water bottles. Like, you know, if your kid has like a Stanley or a Stanley knockoff, it does also have this clip to just like kind of keep it a little bit more secure. I remember my kiddo last year, it was her first time on the bus, and she had her water bottle in her side pocket and had her backpack on the floor, and it had fallen out and rolled all around the bus, and it was like a whole big thing. So this gives you that little bit of extra security to hold your water bottle in place. Okay, the next thing I want to show you here is this first front pouch. This has a couple pencil holders. It has maybe something to hold something like a calculator, a cell phone maybe if your kid's old enough to have one. And it does have the clips on the side that you can actually tighten this up a little bit too if you need to for any reason. And it just adds a nice feature. You know, it's kind of just like a nice little aesthetic to have some extra straps and a little break in the fabric. This piece up here is your see-through piece. So it does have a plastic liner on the inside, and then the outside is mesh. This is great for your pencils, your glue sticks, whatever you may need, okay? Maybe a name tag, a bus tag, I don't know. We all have these different schools with different needs. So those are the features on the outside. Again, really perfect, I think, for an elementary aged kiddo. Let's go in. Let's go to the inside. Only really 2 things to highlight when it comes to the inside. It does have the padding here. If your kiddo has a school issued Chromebook or a school issued iPad. I'm not dealing with that yet, thank goodness. But if you are, it has that compartment in there to keep that safe with that little bit of extra padding. And then on the opposite side, there is a spot with a zipper. So that, you know, anything that's just, you kind of want to keep tucked away can be found in here. The backpack is big, okay? It's big. Oh, wait, another little secret pocket. I didn't even notice this one, but on the back of the backpack here, there's a pocket. This is probably meant for like a cell phone. You know what it reminds me of? The size, if you had like a Walkman back like in our day, like a CD player. It's about the size of like a CD player. I don't think any of the kids are putting a CD player in here, but that's for reference. That's the size, okay? Obviously, the straps are adjustable as you'd expect them to be. It does have the clip here. My kids don't like to use that. But the straps are very soft, very cushiony. You hopefully won't be getting any complaints about shoulder pain. A nice mesh breathable fabric on the inside of the strap here. And like I said, everything's super adjustable. I mean, there are adjustment pieces, ways to adjust this in so many different locations. So yeah, that is my review of the backpack. I do also want to highlight the size. I did kind of mention it a minute ago, but this is like really big. This thing can really stretch out and hold a lot of stuff. Now, like I said, I am dealing with, here's just like for reference, here's like a pretty standard large size lunchbox. And you know, it fits in there super comfortably with tons more room. So if you need to throw in a winter jacket, you know how they're always like stuffing their winter jackets in there when you're like early fall and it's hot, cold in the morning, hot in the afternoon. I'm not dealing with a lot of books or like things coming back and forth at the age that I am at with my kids. Like I said, kindergarten and second grade. So for the most part, it's going to be coat, backpack, and maybe a folder. So this will fit all of that. But honestly, even for a high school or middle school aged kid, this is definitely large enough to pretty much fit pretty much whatever. I mean, easily 2 textbooks and a Chromebook plus a lunchbox and maybe a sweater. That's, I mean, just, you know, that's about what I would say it could fit. So, yeah, super cute. Highly recommend. Okay, overall, very big fan of this backpack. My kids love it. And it does come in a whole variety of different designs and colors. So, yeah, it's a win.